And you said something that really jumped out about taking responsibility for where you are. And I think that's a tough one for people as well. Maybe before I even unpack that a little, what does that look like for you, taking that personal responsibility? Was it a confessional? Was it walking on the beach and saying, "This is my fault"? Or like, what does that look like when that moment says, "I gotta take ownership for this"? And you're sitting around a room with Arjen Robinson and you're telling that look in his eye, "I take responsibility." Like, what does that moment look like?
I think, at the time I opened up the firm, I had no money. 11 months in, my father passed. He hasn't got to see any success. And that was a very stressful time. I barely had enough money to pay for his funeral. There was no pot of gold left for me when my father passed. I always tell people that he didn't leave me money. What he blessed me with was balls and brains. I think in terms of responsibility, I said to myself, okay, look, if I'm going to be able to take care of my mother, if I'm going to be able to build a great firm, if I'm going to be attractive to a partner, then I have to do the things that are necessary to grow the business, to make the phone. What does that mean? It means I got to go out there and meet people. I had the cheapest business cards I could possibly get made by Vistaprint. And I drove around to treatment centers and I handed out my business card and said, this is who I am. This is what I'm doing. I put myself out there. I made myself vulnerable and I made the phone ring.